This is going to be a quick introduction to the topic of terrorism. So the first important thing to know is, what is terrorism? It can be defined as the use of violence and intimidation in the pursuit of political aims. That means that people are basically using violence to get something that they want achieved in the government. It's also important to know who terrorists are. In modern times, terrorism can often be thought of as extreme Islamic groups, but really that's not always the case. Islamic groups like Al-Qaeda have become very prevalent in our media and in our lives because of their anti-American message and actions. The main question might be, what do terrorists want? Of course, every different terrorist group will have a different goal they want to achieve, but generally they're hoping to change the government they live under. Religious groups such as Al-Qaeda usually hope to end the secular or non-religious government and replace it with a religious government. Within the recent past, there have been a number of notable terrorist events, including the Oklahoma City bombing, which happened in 1995. It was a bombing at a federal office building, and it killed 168 and injured nearly 700 people. It was the biggest terrorist attack before 9/11. 9/11 is one of the most well-known terrorist attacks, and it is the most deadly terrorist attack in world history. It happened because Islamic jihadists hijacked 4 different jets and crashed 2 of them into the World Trade Center. A 3rd jet was crashed into the Pentagon, and a 4th jet was crashed into a field in Pennsylvania after the passengers overtook the hijackers. One of the more recent events was in 2013 when 2 bombs exploded near the end of the Boston Marathon. 3 people were killed and 170 were injured. It was executed by 2 brothers who had come under the influence of Islamic extremists with an anti-American plan. So why does it matter to learn about terrorism today? Well, since the end of the Cold War, terrorism has been identified as the #1 threat to world safety. Also, following September 11, 2001, the international community declared a global war on terror, which was led by the United States and our President George W. Bush. The war on terror lasted for over a decade before President Barack Obama decided to end it. It also led to our conflict in Iraq and Afghanistan and continues to affect our international relations there today. Most importantly, terrorism seems to be a growing problem. Future generations, including your own, have already had to deal with the ramifications of terrorist events that have happened in your lifetime, and it seems will have to continue to do so. Hopefully, education on the issues will help people better understand how to prevent terrorism.
Created using Powtoon.